Title: Glowing Star Poor Waiter Helps a Homeless Woman, unaware she's a billionaire, testing his kindness. Chapter 1. Ion's World. In the heart of the bustling city, where glittering skyscrapers touched the clouds but broken dreams slept on the sidewalks, there existed a tiny, almost forgotten cafe, Meher Cafe. It wasn't glamorous. Its walls were chipped, the signboard hung by a loose screw, and the chairs creaked under even the lightest customer. But it had soul. And it had Ion. Ion was 24, young enough to dream, but old enough to have tasted life's bitterness. He had soft brown eyes, calloused hands, and a heart stitched with countless small acts of kindness. Each morning, before reporting to work, he sent half his meager salary home to support his widowed mother and 2 younger siblings. His dreams of studying, traveling, or even owning decent shoes had been packed away in the dusty corners of his heart. Yet, he smiled. Always. Zindaji mine kushi dunni nahi padti, kud banani padti hai, he often told himself. Chapter 2. The Stormy Night. The day had been endless. Spilled coffees, grumpy customers, delayed tips. By the time night fell, the sky broke open, rain lashing against the streets like whips. Thunder rolled, echoing off the buildings. Inside Meher Cafe, only a few customers lingered, nursing their cold coffees and lost hopes. The clock showed 11:07 p.m., almost closing time. The bell above the door jingled softly. Heads turned. Whispers rose. A woman stepped inside, her silhouette framed against the flashing lightning. She was a mess, wet hair plastered against her forehead, shoes squelching with every step, a battered shawl wrapped tightly around her frail body. Her eyes, haunted yet strangely commanding, scanned the room. Customers wrinkled their noses. A few muttered under their breath. Yi kaisi jagaban gei hai. Abita sudak kulog paa rohi hain. Even the manager frowned from behind the counter. But Ion, he saw only a human being, cold, hungry, and alone. Without hesitation, he grabbed a clean towel and approached her. Amma, aapb gei hain. Yeah laliji, he said gently, wrapping the towel around her shoulders. Her lips quivered, not from the cold, but from the shock of unexpected kindness. Main bastodi der kulier. She stammered. Paise nahi hain mir paz. Ion smiled warmly, kneeling slightly to her eye level. Paise kizarurat nahi, amma, aap hamar merman hain. Chapter 3. The Act of Kindness. He guided her to the warmest corner of the cafe, near the old heater. Pulled out a chair. Placed a napkin on the table. Main abi kuch garam la tahoon, he said. In the kitchen, he prepared a plate of steaming hot dal chorl, some buttered naan, and even a small cup of kheer, paying from his own tips for the day. Yi sab kuch mir tarif se hai, he whispered to the manager, who rolled his eyes but said nothing. He served the food with a grace reserved for royalty. The woman ate slowly, savoring each bite like it was the first meal she'd had in days. Tears glistened in her tired eyes. Ion kept checking on her quietly, bringing more napkins, refilling her glass with warm water. Customers continued to leave, some shaking their heads, others smirking. But Ion's heart remained untouched by their cruelty. Chapter 4. The Goodbye. After she finished, the woman stood up, wrapping the towel tightly around her. She shuffled towards the door, then paused. Turning around, she looked straight into Ion's eyes. Beta, she said, her voice breaking. Tujmi kuch kar spart hai. Kuda tuj karbi akela nahi chodega. Before he could respond, she disappeared into the stormy night. Ion watched her go, feeling strangely hollow yet full at the same time. He didn't know that fate had just knocked at his door, and he had opened it with a smile. Chapter 5. A New Morning. The next morning felt different. The sun shone brighter. The air smelled cleaner. And Ion felt hopeful, somehow. He was wiping down the tables when the manager shouted, Ion! Office mine AA, Ubby. Nervous, Ion wiped his hands and made his way to the small back office, his mind racing. Muj Norkri Sato Nahi Nikal Rohi. He stepped inside. Inside it was more than just a piece of paper. It was a ticket to a new life. A full scholarship to the most prestigious university. A guaranteed position in her international company after graduation. And a personal gift, a small apartment, debt-free, for him and his family. Tears streamed down Ion's face. Amma. Bye. Sapka sapna pura hogar ab, he whispered brokenly. Amira placed a hand on his shoulder. Tumni ek book ko is at di. Tumni bina matlab kumadad ki. Junior ko tum jays logon ki zarurat hai, Ion, she said. Chapter 6. The New Journey. Years later, Ion became a successful business strategist. Known not just for his intelligence, but for his humanity. He built shelters for the homeless, He funded education programs for underprivileged kids. He created job programs for waiters, janitors, drivers, the invisible warriors of society. And every night, when he looked at the framed photo of Meher Cafe hanging in his office, he smiled, remembering the night kindness changed his destiny. Moral: success is not measured by how much you have, but by how much you give, without expecting anything in return.